So, hi everyone. I was challenged by Tisha to show you all how I make a perfect pot of iced tea. At this time of the year, it's definitely going to come in handy. And so, if you are watching live, thank you for coming. And if you're catching the replay, just type replay in the comments below. And I'm going to get started. So what I'm doing is I've got my fruit tea ready to go here. I chose Raspberry Cosmopolitan mainly just because it's the bag that, I have just exactly one pot left. So if you see, there's big chunks of orange peel, papaya, mango. There's actual dried raspberry pieces in there, which is kind of neat. And so there was just enough to make a pot in this bag, so that's what I thought I'd do. Hey, Allie, how's it going? I haven't seen you forever. Thank you for coming. So what I'm going to do is, normally I would make this in my Perfect Tea pitcher. However, hubby has a pot of his favorite tea in there. I think today we made Magical Mango. Usually he has Berry Mania, and so I'm going to use my party pitcher to make the tea. It has its own little tea infuser that fits right in. We actually have, like, this one's no longer for sale, but we have a really cute one, same size. It's a little bit more almost square-like, and it's called the Cutie Pot. And so yeah, it's the one that is the newer one, but it's nice because it has this plastic around the top and around the bottom and the handle, so it doesn't get too hot, but this part is actually glass. So all I do, I have my one potted teaspoon, and it's actually about a tablespoon and a half or so. And so I just dip it in the bag, and I bring out the tea, and I throw it into the infuser. Now, with a pot this size, usually, and the same thing with the party pitcher, I find that 2 big scoops is more than enough. Now, like I said, I'm pretty much at the bottom of this lovely bag, so I'm just gonna dump that all in there, because then that way I'm done. So I've done that. Now what I'm doing is I'd already boiled some water. Normally I cold steep it in, like I would just add cold water to this, put it in the fridge. Hi Anita, hey, how's it going? I normally would just put this into the fridge overnight, and then after that, yeah. Sorry, I noticed Shireen's on too. How's it going, Shireen? So yeah, I put the cold water in there. I throw it with the tea. I throw it in the fridge. And because it's the fruit teas, it's not like the other teas where you have to steep it and then take the tea out. With the fruit teas, you can actually leave it in there until the pot is done. And so what I normally do, and that's what I normally do, and then when my pitcher is empty, that's when I either eat, like, because some of these berries are huge. They're actually dried fruit, so they're really good to eat after. And I find that if I don't, then I usually reuse them for a second jug and just add a bit more for flavor. And then so then I just throw it out. I mean, honestly, it'd be perfectly good to put in compost, right? Because it's all natural ingredients. There's nothing chemical. It's all natural fruits. And so, yeah, it'd be, the perfect thing to put in your compost or wherever, rather than just in the garbage. But like I said, there are some of these chunks of fruit that are so big that and they taste delicious. So now what I'm going to do, I've got my boiled water. I'm simply just going to add it, and because this is my This one was called the Party Pitcher, but like I said, we have the new one is called QT Pitcher, or QT Pot, sorry, but it's the same concept. It's the same idea. It has the infuser right inside that you put your tea in, and it has this nice little handy lid that pops out to clean. So everything's super easy to clean. Takes a few minutes, and in fact, I mean, I've got big hands, but when I take this part off that has the tea infuser, see the infuser there? When I take that out, the infuser out, this off, I can put my hand in there and get right down to the bottom to wash it, which to me is convenient because I got big hands, and I find that it's not always easy to wash the inside of these pitchers. So that's what I do. And like I said, the QT Pot's the same idea. It's just a different shape now, but it works just as good. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to pour the hot water just to the point where all the fruit that's inside is covered. That's it. And so obviously that's, and as you can see, it's a fair sized pitcher, right? It's quite large, and so it'll last for quite a while. Like the pitcher itself will make quite a few glasses. And so then what I do is I just let it steep for a bit. Just honestly, I'm just letting it steep for the flavor, and that's it. Hi Janelle, thank you for coming to watch. So yeah, and if you look, like the color that's coming out is absolutely amazing, and it smells like right now. I wish you guys could smell this, because it's, to me, the thing I can smell the best is that raspberry. It's crazy good. I really, really love that smell. So then after that, what I would normally do is I've got some cold water, and I would just add it to my jug, right? Add it to my party pitcher, and then I just add, and I keep adding, and I keep adding. And then, I mean, I want to be careful because I just finished, like, it wasn't freshly boiled water. It was, I boiled it about 10-15 minutes ago. So I don't want to put, like, the ice. See? I've got our cute, our magical tea collection actually comes with this silicone, it's called the gem ice tray. And so I'll show you, I know I've shown it before, but they come out like looking like little gems, which is so neat. And so anyway, add the cold water, add the ice cubes after, once it's cooled down to about room temperature. Because with glass like this, or any kind, you don't want to add the ice too soon, or it's just going to shatter. And I've heard with the perfect tea pitchers, that happens quite often if you're not careful, because it's glass, right? It's common sense that you don't pour boiling water into it and then right away add super cold ice, or, you know, cold water, because yeah, it's going to shatter, sorry. And so yeah, that's all it is. And now, like I said, I'll show you one of these gem, there we go. So if you look, do you see? It looks like this cute little gem. Like there's one that looks like a diamond. There's another, you know, they look like these little gems. What would be really neat, and I haven't tried it yet, but I know some people have said they have, is like you take the fruit tea like this. So this is, as you can see, because I used 2 full scoops of the fruit of the tea, that is coming out very, like, look at that color, right? And honestly, I'm looking at the screen and it's not even as burgundy vivid as it is in the actual picture. And so like, I don't know, I love my iced teas this way. You can add sugar if you want after. You can add slices of fruit to sweeten it, to taste it up. It's totally up to you. And yeah, do any of you have any questions about this? You know, I'd love to answer them if you do. This is what we do now instead of sugared juices. I find it's the best thing ever. And that's how we drink our iced tea now, our fruit teas. So if that's it, I wanted to show you that. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you all later. Bye.